President Biden was optimistic yesterday when talking about the possibility of freeing hostages in Gaza, telling families this: hang in there. Israel estimates more than 200 people were taken by Hamas, including around 30 children. Thomas Han, who lives in Israel, believes that his little daughter, her name is Emily, is one of them. Emily's 9th birthday is this Friday. Han says Emily was at a sleepover when militants attacked, and he was told that she had been killed. But then a few weeks later, the Israeli military told him that Emily may still be alive. And now he's doing everything he can to bring his little girl home. We're very happy to say he's here with us today. Mr. Han, thank you so much for coming. I'm so sorry it's under these circumstances. I am so haunted by Emily's story because I saw the interview with you when you had the news that Emily had been killed, and you were crying and you said, "I'm relieved, I'm happy, because at least she's out of this danger." And the thought of you thinking about what she was going through was haunting you. And now you received the word that she is possibly alive. How are you processing this? How are you dealing with this?
Yeah, at first I was informed that she was found in the kibbutz. She was found dead, and yeah, I was relieved because it was all over for her.
Yeah.
Then later on the 31st, the army came and told me that no, she's alive. They didn't find any body of Emily. They didn't find any blood in the house where she was doing the sleepover. There was no blood in the safe room, the bomb shelter. There was no blood in the house. There was no blood on the streets outside.
So we have to remain optimistic as we sit here today.
Oh yeah, of course.
So what are you being told? What are you being told about where she is, how she's doing? Anything at all, or are you just still in limbo?
Very, very little. We had somebody told us that she was actually seen with her little friend, and the mother of the little friend being led away by the terrorists.
So if at first you were relieved because it was over for her, now you are dealing with the reality of hoping she's alive and there, but also wondering about the conditions. And her birthday.
Yeah, well, we know she's alive. We know when they took her away, she was alive. Whether they've killed her in the meantime, I don't know, but she was definitely taken hostage, kidnapped.
How are you, as a family, as a father, confronting what would be a day of celebration, her 9th birthday?
Well, obviously, we hoped that she'd be released before her birthday, but there's very little time for that.
Her birthday's Friday?
Yeah, this Friday, the 17th. Yeah, that'd be the best birthday present ever, because you know, she's down in the tunnels of the Hamas. She's not going to have a birthday party, cake, friends.
What was your life like?
The sad thing about it is she won't even know what day it is. Yeah. She won't know whether it's night or day. She won't even know it's her birthday.
You know, when you're 9 years old, Thomas, you're supposed to be blowing out the candles on your birthday cake. You're supposed to be surrounded by love. I know you told me that Emily's mom died when she was 2.5 years old, and it's been you and Emily. Oh. And I'm wondering what you're from Ireland originally, but you've lived in Israel for 30 years because you love the people there. How do you get through the days, the hours? What keeps you going? What sustains you? What do you want people to know? What do you want people to do as you sit here today?
The only reason I'm here today is we have to fight and keep the pressure on all the governments of the world to keep the pressure on the Hamas to release the hostages.
We live
And I'm just full on. It doesn't matter how sick I am. It doesn't matter how tired I am.
Are you sleeping?
We're going to get her back.
Yes.
We have to hope. We have to pray.
Yeah, you know what I keep thinking when we throw out these numbers, 240 hostages, 38 of them possibly children. These hostages are more than just a number. They are somebody's everything. Like Emily is your everything to you.
Yeah.
And so, and let's be optimistic about getting her back. Do you tell us what your life was like when you were living there on October 7th? You liked living in Israel.
Yeah, it's a difficult place to live. We're constantly being bombarded by rockets, thousands and thousands and thousands of rockets for the last 20 years. The greatest movement towards peace that Israel ever did was we pulled out of Gaza. You know, Israel has never made such a big step towards peace, and it got us nothing. They didn't make even a little baby step back to go towards peace.
But now this seems to be all about politics. What do you say about that? You know, you have innocent children in Palestinians who are dying, innocent Israeli children who are dying, and no one seems to be able to say, enough, stop that.
I'm not interested in politics at all. My only concern is getting Emily back, whatever that takes to get her back.
Well, thank you for being here, Thomas, for keeping her name in our minds and the attention focused as it should be on their release. I can't imagine what you're going through. I can barely talk to you because I think about my own daughter and I think about...
No, it's a living nightmare. It's hell. Hell on earth.
Are you sleeping? How are you standing and walking and communicating with us?
I have a couple of pints of beer before I go to bed. And yeah, I sleep. I don't eat much. My throat is closed. I can't eat.
And
The beer, a couple of beers helps me sleep. Otherwise, I'd be up all night going through all the nightmares that you don't want to imagine.
Yes. Tell the world her name, Thomas.
Emily.
Emily what?
Emily Hand. Emily Korenberg Hand.
There you go. All right. Emily Korenberg Hand. Thank you so much. I hope Friday we get news. I hope we get news. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're hoping for that miracle.
We're all hoping for a miracle. And I believe in miracles.